Have you ever stared at a big goal, feeling paralyzed by how far away it seems, or struggled to break free from a habit that holds you back no matter how badly you want to change? You're not alone. The weight of transformation can feel overwhelming, like standing at the base of a mountain, unsure where to take the first step. The good news is that you don't need to make drastic changes to achieve remarkable results. It's the small, consistent actions that often lead to the most profound transformations. Imagine the impact of improving just 1% each day. This small improvement, when done consistently, can lead to extraordinary results. Over time, these tiny gains accumulate, creating a powerful momentum that propels us forward. This is the magic of compounding small, consistent actions leading to significant results. Imagine the impact of improving just 1% each day. This small improvement, when done consistently, can lead to extraordinary results. Over time, these tiny gains accumulate, creating a powerful momentum that propels us forward. This is the magic of compounding small, consistent actions leading to significant results. Let's delve deeper into this concept. Picture a plane traveling from Los Angeles to New York. If the plane's nose shifts just a few degrees south, it will end up in Washington, D.C. instead of New York. The change is almost unnoticeable at the start, but over the course of the journey, it leads to a vastly different destination. Similarly, the small decisions and habits we incorporate into our daily lives might seem trivial at first, but they can steer us towards a completely different outcome over time. This is the ripple effect of small actions. Each tiny habit, each minor decision, contributes to the bigger picture, eventually creating a wave of transformation. It's about shifting our focus from seeking immediate, drastic changes to nurturing consistent, incremental improvements. With patience and persistence, these small changes will accumulate, leading to remarkable results and a profoundly transformed life. Now, let's explore the power of compounding habits. Just as money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of our habits multiply over time. This principle, known as the power of compounding, applies to all aspects of our lives, from our health and relationships to our careers and personal growth. By focusing on small, consistent improvements, we create a ripple effect that leads to extraordinary outcomes. Consider the example of two individuals, Imelda and Ryan, who decide to improve their fitness. Imelda starts with a rigorous workout routine, pushing herself to the limit but quickly burns out and reverts to her old habits. Ryan, on the other hand, takes a different approach. He starts with a simple goal, a 15-minute walk every day. As Ryan consistently sticks to his habit, he gradually increases the duration and intensity of his walks. Over time, he develops a strong fitness habit and surpasses Imelda's initial progress. This illustrates the power of compounding habits. Small, consistent actions, when repeated over time, yield remarkable results. Massive actions that disrupt our routine often lead to mental resistance, frustration, and abandonment, as seen with Imelda. In contrast, tiny changes that gradually get incorporated into our routine, like Ryan's approach, are far more effective in the long run. As James Clear explains in his book Atomic Habits, small habits are the building blocks of remarkable change. By focusing on tiny, incremental improvements, we can harness the power of compounding to achieve our goals. Clear emphasizes that the key to success is consistency and patience, as these small habits, when compounded over time, lead to extraordinary outcomes. To harness the power of habits, we must first understand the underlying mechanism that drives them, the habit loop. This loop is a neurological pattern that governs any habit, and it is crucial to comprehend its components to effectively change or build new habits. This neurological loop, consisting of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward, dictates how habits form and become automatic behaviors. Each stage plays a pivotal role in the formation and reinforcement of habits, making it essential to understand them in detail. The cue is a trigger that initiates the habit, such as a time of day, a specific location, or an emotional state. It acts as a signal to your brain to start the habit loop. For instance, an alarm clock ringing in the morning can be a cue to start your day. This cue then triggers a craving, which is the motivational force behind the habit. Cravings are the desires or urges that drive you to perform the habit. They are the brain's way of anticipating the reward. For example, seeing a dessert might trigger a craving for something sweet. The response is the actual habit behavior itself, which can be a thought, an emotion, or an action. This is the part where you perform the habit, whether it's biting your nails, going for a jog, or clicking a pen repeatedly. Finally, the reward is the satisfying outcome that reinforces the habit, making it more likely to be repeated in the future. Rewards can be anything that your brain perceives as positive, such as a sense of accomplishment, pleasure, or relief. For example, let's say your habit is to check your phone. first thing in the morning. This is a common habit for many people and can be broken down into the 4 stages of the habit loop. The cue is waking up and seeing your phone on the nightstand. This visual trigger prompts your brain to start the habit loop. The craving is the desire for stimulation or information. This craving drives you to pick up your phone to see what's new or to get a quick dose of entertainment. The response is picking up your phone and scrolling through social media. This action satisfies the craving for information or entertainment. The reward is the feeling of being connected and entertained. This positive outcome reinforces the habit, making it more likely that you will repeat it the next morning. Understanding this loop can help you identify and change habits that are not serving you well, and build new positive habits that can improve your life. Repeated actions help your brain form stronger neural connections, making behaviors more automatic over time. As a habit becomes ingrained, it takes less effort and willpower to maintain, allowing for consistency with minimal resistance. And this explains why habits are so powerful in achieving goals. Once established, they effortlessly keep you on track. Understanding the habit loop helps you build positive habits that drive long-term success. Section 4. Hacking the habit loop: cue, craving, response, reward. Now that we understand the mechanics of the habit loop, we can leverage this knowledge to create and strengthen positive habits. The habit loop consists of 4 essential stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Each stage plays a crucial role in forming and maintaining habits. By understanding how these stages interact, we can design strategies to build new habits or break old ones. By consciously designing our environment and adjusting our behaviors, we can hack the habit loop to work in our favor. The first step is to make the cue obvious. This means placing visual reminders in our environment that trigger the desired behavior. To make a habit obvious, make the cue clear and visible. For instance, if you want to wake up early, place your alarm clock across the room so you have to get out of bed to turn it off. For example, if you want to start a daily meditation practice, place your meditation cushion in a prominent location in your home. This visual cue will remind you to meditate every time you see it. To make a habit attractive, pair it with something you enjoy. This creates a positive association with the new habit, making it more likely that you'll stick with it. If you want to exercise more, listen to your favorite podcast while working out. This way, you'll look forward to your exercise sessions because they are paired with something you enjoy. To make a habit easy, reduce friction and simplify the process. The easier a habit is to perform, the more likely you are to do it consistently. If you want to drink more water, keep a refillable water bottle with you at all times. This reduces the effort required to stay hydrated, making it easier to maintain the habit. Finally, to make a habit satisfying, reward yourself immediately after completing the desired behavior. Immediate rewards reinforce the habit loop, making it more likely that you'll repeat the behavior in the future. This could be a small treat, a sense of accomplishment, or simply acknowledging your progress. By understanding and manipulating the habit loop, we can take control of our behaviors and create lasting, positive changes in our lives. The environment plays a pivotal role in making habits stick and easy to perform. A well-organized and thoughtfully designed space can significantly reduce the effort required to maintain a habit. For instance, setting up a dedicated workspace can make it easier to focus and be productive. By preparing your environment in advance, such as laying out your workout clothes the night before, or keeping your kitchen clean and ready for meal prep, you remove barriers that might otherwise hinder your progress. This makes the habit not only easier to perform, but also more enjoyable. Ultimately, a supportive environment can transform your habits from a chore into a seamless part of your daily routine, making it more likely that you'll stick with them in the long run. Section 6. The power of tiny habits and the 2-minute rule. One of the most effective ways to build lasting habits is to start small and gradually increase the difficulty over time. This approach, known as the 2-minute rule, encourages us to break down desired habits into smaller, more manageable actions that can be completed in 2 minutes or less. For example, instead of trying to run a marathon on your first try, start by simply putting on your running shoes and walking around the block. Once this becomes a habit, you can gradually increase the distance and intensity of your runs. The key is to make the initial action so easy that it's almost impossible to say no. By focusing on these tiny habits, we build momentum and create a sense of accomplishment that motivates us to continue. As we consistently repeat these small actions, they become ingrained in our subconscious, eventually transforming into automatic behaviors. Section 7. Stacking your way to success. Another powerful strategy for building habits is habit stacking, which involves linking a new habit to an existing one. By attaching a desired behavior to an already established routine, we leverage the existing neural pathways in our brain, making it easier for the new habit to stick. For example, if you want to start a daily gratitude practice, you could stack it on top of your morning coffee routine. After you finish your coffee, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for. Second, if you want to save more money effortlessly, try stacking the habit of transferring a small amount to your savings account immediately after receiving your paycheck. By doing this before spending on anything else, you prioritize your financial future and make saving automatic, removing the temptation to use that money elsewhere. Over time, these small, consistent deposits grow into a strong financial cushion. Similarly, for investments, you can stack the habit of reviewing your investment portfolio every time you pay your monthly bills. Since you're already in the mindset of managing your finances, this is the perfect moment to check your asset allocation, track progress toward your goals, and make any necessary adjustments. This habit ensures you stay engaged with your investments without feeling overwhelmed, leading to smarter, more intentional financial decisions. By linking a new habit with an already established habit, you create a mental association that makes it more likely for you to remember and perform the new habit. Habit stacking is a highly effective way to build multiple habits simultaneously, creating a chain reaction of positive behavior change. By strategically stacking our habits, we create a domino effect that propels us towards our goals with remarkable efficiency. Leverage the power of tiny habits to transform your life by starting small and staying consistent. Remember, every big change starts with a tiny step. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with friends, and leave us a review. Your support helps us continue to bring you the best insights and tips on personal growth and financial empowerment. Together, we can build a community of growth-oriented individuals committed to unlocking their full potential. Goodbye and thank you for watching.